Okay, so this is going to be the arena for week one. Uh, it's gonna be actually it's gonna be a little different than this. So this is where I'm gonna start with, and I'm gonna build up stages from there. So stage one is just so that I can get a one by one up. Stage two is gonna be this viewing platform right here, along with some storage inside and level 3 workbench. I'm going to put all my electronics along this wall, so I won't have a dedicated electronics room. And then this will be the kind of main viewing platform for the arena. This wipe, there's going to be 4 different arenas, a different one each week. So once we get into stage 3, you start to see what the first week is going to look like. So stages 1 and 2 right there. I should actually change it so that, let's go edit. These two should be stage 1. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. So this is where I'm going to start, and then this is what I'm hoping to get up by the first night. Maybe like the Thursday or maybe the Friday. Is just this kind of like big platform here. The resource counter will cost 12,000 stone, 2,500 metal, and 3,000 wood. So not too much wood, just a lot of stone to get it up. And then the upkeep starting up is just going to be 1,700 per day. So this is just starting up. So this is the first couple days. Once we get up to here, so this is what the first week arena is, and this is called the Bearena. So this is going to be where people fight bears. We're going to have bear tamers lure bears in through the gate here and bring them inside here. We may be able to spawn them in as well, but the idea is we're going to try and lure in some bears here. And people can climb up this netting and up this ladder to get in and out of the arena, or go in through the front door there. And the idea is that people can just fight bears. So it's going to be a PvE style arena the first week. People can come in using different spears, kind of stuff like that, trying to fight bears. Maybe we'll get a whole bunch of bears going, and it'll just be a bear fighting arena. So it'll just be kind of like a fun thing to do in the first week there. We'll put in a large furnace, an oil thing right there, and it's just going to be like a simple bear fighting arena right there. Over here, though, I'm also going to put this up in the first week, and I'm calling this the camping ground. So instead of the loser's hole, where we were moving bags in and out all the time, this is going to be a permanent place that everyone can leave their bags. So when you come in, I'll put a bag down for you. Let me know your name. It'll stay there for the entire wipe. So that's going to be really nice. This will be unlocked all the time, except for during matches where we need to keep losers penned up. So yeah, that works. In terms of electricity, I'm just going to use this one turbine right here on top because I don't want it to obstruct the view in the actual arena. I did the same thing last time. So I'll just have a ladder that goes up here. If I need more turbines, I can build off the back, a couple blocks off the back, or maybe do it on the other side here off the front. We'll see. But I think I'll only need a little bit of electricity for this location, and I'll explain what that means in a little bit. But I'll only need a little bit, and then I'll probably put some solar panels around the sides so that I know when it's daytime and nighttime inside the arena here, so that people can kind of jump up onto them, but it won't stop the bears from hitting you. So that's going to be week 1 is the Bearena, so you'll be able to come into this bear cage and watch, or climb over the netting and jump in and fight bears. So that'll be week 1. As we move on to week 2, see a whole bunch of chairs just popped up, and they're facing in the other direction. That's because week 2 is going to be the air show. So those 2 towers will be put up by week 2, and along with all these chairs for the spectators to watch from. What's going to happen is, so we're going to have 2 helicopters, and then there's going to be the new scrap copters that are spawning in too, so this may change things, how we go for the next wipe. But as it stands right now, we have mini copters, so we'll have teams of 2 land their helicopter either on top, or we can spawn helicopters on top, and you can enter in through the bottom here, climb up the top through the ladders. I set this up in this wipe. There's a helicopter tower that looks like this near Hive, and that's mine because I was setting it up to see how it looks. So that's how that'll work. So you can either climb up or land on top, and then on the count of 3, I'm going to be using radio frequency this time. So that's why I said I don't need a lot of electricity over there. Some of the electricity will actually be powered from over here, and I'll use radio frequencies to set off alarms and lights to let everyone know on this side, and the spectators, no matter how far it is, I'll be able to use radio frequency with a little handheld device to sound the alarm. So there'll be no need for a switch this time. So then once the alarm goes, the lights and the alarms go, and then it'll be 2 versus 2 mini copters. So this this week 2 is called the air show. You can see all my plans along here. Actually, maybe I should just move those for now, just so it's a better view. So this is the air show, and you'll be able to watch from here. It'll be 2v2 mini copter battles. Maybe we can do 4v4 if the other helicopters can manage that. We'll see about that. We're going to have to try and park a whole bunch of helicopters outside here. What's important, though, is that people don't build in this area, because this is going to be like a live aircraft area with like mini copters going down and everything in week 2. So make sure not to build in this direction of the arena in the first couple weeks, because you may end up being right in the way of the air show here. So we'll have that. We'll also have any tricks people are willing to do, and the last thing is this right here, which is for races. So the mini copters, I'm pretty sure, can fly right through these things right here if you're very careful. So what we can do is we can start coming over here, you're hovering, and then as soon as you go through the first loop here, start the timer. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the timer, I can set up a timer in-game with electricity, so I'll probably do that over here. So you start the timer when you go through the gate, fly through this one, and then do a 180, turn around, level out, fly back through this, and then stop the timer when you get through here. So we'll do helicopter races in addition to helicopter battles and whatever else. So that'll be the air show in week 2. So yeah, we have all these chairs looking out at the air show. That's week 2. Then we move on to week 3. So this is the Joust. So all of this will pop up in week 3. This right here is within TC access of this, so I'm actually going to have to build this the day of, which will be kind of a whole thing. But I'll build this right before the Joust, and then this will be a jousting arena here with 2 sides spectating. These are for risers, these are for seats. You can see here there's like a cage inside to look from. You can also just walk through, and some stables out here for the horses. And then the way it's going to work is we have 2 horses on the right side of each side with long corridors down here, and then these barricades will act as the barricades. The people who are on horseback will have to be naked holding stone spears, so we've tested this out already. It takes 3 to 4 hits with a stone spear on a naked to take them down. You have to be very careful not to hit the horse, though. You'll be disqualified if you kill the enemy's horse. And so you just go back and forth with the Joust, trying to take each other down. It's good reason to try and find a cool horse around the map and then keep it alive for a little while, because a lot of the time, you just kind of leave a horse because there's another one around the corner. But now this is a good reason to kind of feed it, get the stamina up right before the Joust, and bring it on over here. Make sure no one steals your horse. So that'll be the Joust. So that'll run in from here. So losers spawn into the camping ground, and they'll be able to watch from this side with a slightly obstructed view because they're losers, but that's part of it. And then this will be the Joust. So the other thing that will happen as part of the jousting week is we're going to have horse races that people can bet on. So the horse races, the horses will line up along this side right here, and go down this straightaway. So they're going to go down this straightaway twice. So this is the start line and that's the finish line, but there's going to be a loop in between. So the horses line up along here. You go, and then you follow the signpost. So you go along the straightaway. The signpost will say turn right. You turn right. This one will say turn right. They'll all say turn right. You turn right. Go around here. Watch out for these. go along here, then you turn right back down the straightaway, and then you finish when you cross this finish line right over here. So that'll be kind of fun. They'll have horse races and jousting in week 2. That'll be part of the joust. So again, just to review, first week, the Bearena, fighting bears. Second week, the air show, fighting minicopters. Third week, the joust, with jousting. And finally, the fourth week is the Hexagon. So this is a UFC style battle. This one will have much higher, probably scrap buy-ins, or maybe some other buy-ins that are necessary. The idea here, so that the competitors won't be buying in, but the spectators will. The competitors, what you can do is anyone can fight. You come in naked, so you can leave all your stuff. I'll have boxes in here. You leave all your stuff in there. The referee will stand up here. So this is the ref's chair right here. They're going to throw in 4 weapons. And they'll be melee weapons. And they'll just be dropped on the ground in here. And then on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, all of these 4 doors will open. And the 4 competitors will enter the hexagon here and fight each other with melee battles. Might be able to do some other types of battles too, but not much because it's just a hexagon. It's just a straight up cage match. So spectators, so you can watch from here on floor, so on ground level. Let's get something that's not going to obstruct here. So you can watch from ground level inside, looking inside these cages here, which is really cool. So you'll be able to watch from down here. The other cool things are, we'll have a VIP lounge up here, so people who want to pay extra as spectators can come up here and hang out at the top in the refs area. And there's also going to be private boxes. I'm going to put chairs in here. I haven't done that yet. Let me just do that right now, actually. And what will happen with that is you can pay a little bit extra to get the code lock for these one of these ladder hatches. And then you and a friend, so there'll be 2 chairs that'll be in here. So I'll show you here. Like that. So you and a friend can sit in your own private box and watch from up here. And keep it for the whole night, so that if you want to like keep your stuff up here, you can put a box down. I can put boxes up here so that you can store stuff, and invite whoever you want up to your box up here. So there we got all 4 chairs. Both chairs and all of the different boxes. So we got private boxes, and this will be the hexagon. This will actually be closed for all the time. So that would be week 4 right there, the hexagon. It'll be like UFC style. So the first week's kind of like primitive style. Next week's like, I don't know, Air Force themed. Then we got like Game of Thrones, like a Knight's Tale with the jousting, and then UFC style in the final week here. In terms of the resource count, so for everything, all of these different arenas and the camping ground, I'm going to start with, so this will be the first night I play. So I'll do this probably myself unless someone wants to help. That'll be like 12k, 13k stone, 3,000 metal, 4,000 wood, between the twig costs and that, to get that up. So that'll be the first night. And the first week, I'll probably need a little bit more help, though, because we move to here. And you see I need 35k wood for that. That's for all of these high external walls and this right here. So this is, again, this is not an addition to the last stage. This is cumulative. So this is 20,000 right here. So that means I'll need an additional 8,000. It's not too much more stone, but it'll be a lot more wood and a bit of metal and gears as well. In terms of upkeep, it only increases the upkeep a little bit because this upkeep will be for this side over here. So that'll be week 1 in terms of getting everything up there. So yeah, 20,000 wood, 35k wood, 20,000 stone. Once we move on to week 2, it's just the helicopter towers, so it adds another 14,000 stone, another 10,000 wood, just to get those helicopter towers up. Then we move into week 3. So I think this is going to put a lot of wood and stone. So let's see here. 34 and 40, 44 and 60. So went up by 10 there, and 20 there. So yeah, it's like 20k wood and 10k stone to put all this up. But in terms of the upkeep, it shouldn't change from this week to too much. So this is 5,000 wood, stone to keep up for the and 500 metal. And then this right here just goes up to 6,000, and this right here again will probably decay out after the because like it won't be within TC range of this. So the upkeep won't change much after the 3rd week, but there'll be a lot of putting up these barriers and wood walls. That's going to be a lot of wood and stone. And then finally we get to the final week, which is going to be a big grind. So we go from 44 and 60 and 8 to sorry. 44, 60, and 8 to 67, 62, and 15. So it's going to be a whole bunch, like 20k stone more to put this up, and then another like 10k metal to put it up because of all the different cages and everything. By the end of the month, this is a little ridiculous. It'll be 14,000 stone for upkeep. I don't think that's like this. I'm just gonna put up a couple days before, and then not upkeep it, obviously. So that's not gonna factor in too much. If we go back to stage 5 and just recalculate, the upkeep 6,000. So that's more what it's realistically what it's going to be like for the whole month, which is actually, considering this month in August, I built the one that we built this month was 7,500 each day, and I did that on the first weekend and kept that up for the whole month. So this will definitely be doable. It'll just be the materials for building for all of it, and then the final week with the UFC style here, it'll be a little different. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch going on in September. Got the Bearena, camping ground, we got the air show, we got the Joust, we got the UFC style Hexagon. So let me know what you think in terms of ways we can improve it. I've worked on trying to make it in terms of maximizing the room that we got here. If you do want to build a base nearby, maybe try and think about how this is going to be kind of a big circle around here. So maybe try and build it behind this gate. I think that's probably the best bet. Somewhere back in here, we could do like a little village of bases that aren't underneath the air show. So yeah, that's if you want to build an arena base, build it behind the gate, pretty far back here. You can build a whole bunch in there. Let me know if you have any ideas, and let me know if you're really excited about it. Sorry, that was a really long video.